we are excellent in acronyms. Now, we're really good. Actually, the acronym was put first. Now we're thinking what to put it under, okay? That's being done by the Philippine Green Building Council. Okay? It's moving, they're working on it. That is a consensus-driven rating system. The second group, which is trying to come up with a building rating system, is the United Architects of the Philippines. They're coming up with the Green Building Initiative, and their approach is a professional-driven system. Okay, so there are two, but that is not our role. We are concerned with this: how to do a green building. In other words, we put that thing where we are. What is supposed to be a green building according to the rating system? We are going to bridge from where we are to where we should be. How to do green building is precisely what we do. That's why we have lectures. We like to increase your knowledge about a green building so that you can actually come up with a green building. So that's why it's interesting to know. That's our tagline. Green AP, we bridge the gap. That's like I'm saying already. Green AP, we bridge the gap. If this was a religious gathering, I would ask you to shout that out loud. I'm not going to let you shout it out now, okay? Amen, okay. So, what are the objectives? Green AP objectives. Gather, apply, promote. Again, really basic, huh? Thought about this for 1 year. Okay. So, we first gather information about green architecture. Every day, there's always something new. Somebody's experimenting with something, comes out in the web, etc. We gather information. Second, we try to apply it in our country because sometimes that technology may come from another country. Let's see, can it work in the Philippines? Then once we know that it works, we start promoting, we talk about it, we share it with other people. We have 4 modules in Green AP. First module is continuing education, and this is what we're launching today, our lecture series. Lectures every month. Second, we have the Green Forum, which we have once a year. It's a 2-day event which we have in SMX, in which we have speakers from both local and foreign to come over so that you can get the latest in what is going on in the green architecture world. Third module, green building and materials. Green building materials and technology. And so we're trying to see, because right now, since there is no categorization of green building materials in the Philippines, any supplier can say they're green, and therefore we run the risk of messing up the system, so to speak. So we're going to make an effort to try to sort of classify. This is okay, this one is not so okay. And fourth, we network with other organizations. In other words, now we can network with fellow environmental groups to be able to move the advocacy forward. Now in the past we have several activities, like for example, we had the Green Forum last year, September 45 in SMX. About 300 people attended. We had speakers from England, Hong Kong, Singapore, and of course the Philippines. We even had the famous environmental lawyer, Attorney Oposa. I have to ask Kato now. My mentor, my memory is fading. Attorney Oposa. So that was very successful. We're going to have one again this year. I'll tell you later today. We have been constant resource speakers for UAP, BOMAP. BOMAP is the Building Owners and Managers Association of the Philippines. We work with Greenpeace. Not that we, go near the boats and start shooting the boats down, but rather we had a project with Greenpeace to green Boracay. It was like a energy efficiency resort destination, Boracay. So we went there and gave lectures to the resort owners. At the same time, we went to several resorts and gave them an idea on how to reduce their energy usage. So we work with the SM group here. We've tied up with them in all of their lectures. We've also worked with the Philippine Contractors Association and many other groups. In other words, we have been working and talking to everybody about green architecture. Those of you who are in my Facebook, you can look at all my postings. Last year, I think, there's almost like a lecture every week, and I was wondering when I could actually get to work, on my projects, of course. Anyway, that's about advocacy. So you have to give part of your time to advocacy. Last year, we actually put up a real green home inside SMX. So the public could see what exactly is a green home, and we had to explain to everybody who walked through that model home on what green architecture is all about. We're also working on green choice. It's tied up with the Eco-Labeling, tied with the Philippine Center for Environmental Sustainable Development and the Philippine Green Building Council. In other words, it's going to be a rating which is going to start to mark a material whether it's green or not. Now our lecture series, which is our first module, has 3 categories. Okay? General, advanced, proficient. So took 2 years to think about also. Okay? So in other words, the entry level is general. So in other words, if you have no background whatsoever in architecture, we will label this lecture is a general lecture. So in other words, okay, anybody can come in. Advanced, you can probably attend it, but you may miss out some things because some of the basic concepts were given in the general. This proficient already is, the complicated part, that maybe the computational part of in architecture, etc. So this year, we are going to launch our lecture series. No? So the general level, February, March, April, we'll have climate responsive design. Second, March 31, sustainable materials. And third, sustainability and culture. Are we bringing this up? Do they have this thing already? Okay, step. Oh, that's bad. Now you're not going to listen to me. Huh? Hey. Okay, we have that as a general thing. And then advanced level, we have 4. Energy efficiency, water efficiency, indoor air environmental quality, range landscape and design. May, June, July, August. So just to remember, it's the last Wednesday of the month. Okay, simple lang. Last Wednesday of the month. Except for September. Renewable energy, proficient level, and building operations and maintenance, November 24. So, you have that all with you. Anyway, the bottom line is last Wednesday of the month except September. Why? Because in September we have the Green Forum. Okay? SLX. I'm already right now working on the concept of the Green Forum, and this is where I think you might be able to help. If you have researches, projects, things you would like to share, just let me know, that maybe we can fix you up either in a future monthly lecture or maybe even in the Green Forum. The other members are going to kill me for this, but I'll just give you a teaser of what I'm thinking of for the Green Forum. I'm going to call it Green Extremes. Green Extremes meaning looking at the macro and the micro. First, the micro meaning let's look at the base of the pyramid, green sustainable design. Barangays, the lowest level, self-help communities. Next thing, we go macro, green urban planning. This is also in answer to the problem we had in ongoing again. To analyze what went wrong, what can be done. So let's move green architecture or green design and sustainability up to the level of urban planning. Because last year, we talked about the building. So it's like a building. So this year, we'll talk about the extremes. So mark that date, September 3 and 4 at SMX. Don't go on the topic yet because I'm still seriously thinking of the corporate. But I'm just teasing you so that you develop some interest in that. Okay, so don't forget, Green AP is open to membership for all green advocates. Some people were asking me, can we join? We're not architects. I said, precisely, we put this up for everybody. So, just to recap, so we talked about cause of climate change. The primary culprit is carbon. And we can reduce that carbon by working on the scope of green design, which is basically lifestyle energy alternatives. We looked at the green design concepts, 2 concepts, that we are designing with nature. And the way to determine a green building is through a rating system. Then we talked about green AP, primarily advocacy. And we talked about our green program for this year. So just remember, the green AP is like a marketing bridge. We bridge the gap, not alone, but together. I should have music with that next time. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the green journey to sustainability together. Okay? So with that, thank you very much for your attention. Back to the MC. By the way, those are Facebook. You can check.